Bob Murray is the CEO of Murray Energy, part owner of the mine, and he joins us now live from the Crandall Canyon mine. Mr. Murray, how close to complete is that first borehole?
We are down 1,300 feet from the surface with that borehole. The miners are at approximately 1,500 to 1,600 feet deep, so we should access them with that 2.5-inch borehole sometime this afternoon, John.
Well, we're looking forward to that time and hoping that that borehole is in exactly the right place. Now, what about from getting into them horizontally? You took our Gary Tuckman with you just a few hours ago to the point of collapse. Will you be able to dig through that rubble and reach the point where the miners are?
Yes, your cameraman and reporter and I just came out of the mine a few hours ago. I want to say, sir, that there is a second borehole being drilled that I think is important that your listeners know. That hole is 8 5 inches in diameter, and it will be down sometime tomorrow. Through those two boreholes, we can provide sustenance, communication, ventilation, anything that the miners need if they are alive and survive the concussion of the seismic event that caused the collapse. The drilling and the mining underground that we just left has progressed about 180 feet in the last day. We're about 1,600 feet from the miners, and I estimate in my own judgment that it'll take about a week to get to them. But it's not a life-threatening situation if they are alive and were not killed with the initial percussion of the event. We can keep them alive indefinitely through the boreholes until we're able to access them underground, sir.
Mr. Murray, let me just pick up on the point that you just made. You have clung fiercely to this idea that it was an earthquake or a seismic event that was the initiator of this collapse, which flies in the face of things that seismological experts are telling us. Take a listen to what Lee Siegel from the University of Utah told us yesterday.
The University of Utah seismograph stations network of seismometers around the state makes it pretty clear that the so-called earthquake, in fact, was the mine collapse.
So, Mr. Murray, seismological experts are saying that what they register in their seismographs was actually the collapse of the mine itself, that it wasn't an earthquake that initiated that event. Well, what makes you so sure it was the other way around?
Because first, that same University of Utah told us it was an earthquake. Secondly, they told the Sheriff's Department it was an earthquake. Thirdly, the earthquake was a 4.0 on the Richter scale that lasted over 4 minutes. There was an aftershock of 2 on the Richter scale that lasted over 2 minutes. That doesn't happen with what we call mountain bumps. But the thing is, John, that's not what's important. I've been here at this mine around the clock, as have 134 dedicated people to get these miners out. Well, it was a natural disaster, and you folks can debate whether it was an earthquake, I know what it was, or some other event. But I'm concerned about the families. I'm concerned about administering to the needs of the families during this hour and time of crisis for them, and to getting the men out, sir. And I have no time to debate or think about these other subjects. And on that subject, I would like to say that I took the son of one of the trap miners and the brother of another one, both experienced miners, in the mine with me yesterday, and they viewed what we're doing in the rescue effort. I'm taking them up to with the helicopter to the drill rigs this morning. They went back to their families and gave a far better report than I could give, John, to their families as to exactly what they saw, and the families were very complimentary of our efforts. That is my concern, sir.
Right.
Is their welfare.